Hello Pisces.
Welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading.
As you know, will not resonate with all Pisces individuals, but this is for new energies coming in. For those born under Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, new energies, please. New energies. Someone putting up their swords, putting up boundaries. It's meant to be, it'll come back out. Remember, always look for a positive reading, but we don't always get it. But we do work through it. If you don't like the past shown, change it. If you like the past shown, embrace it, you know? Let's see what's going on here. You're being a hermit, not going out much, maybe thinking to yourself too much, maybe deep in thought. That's basically what it is, coming in energy. Your hermit mode. Subject at hand, though, you're dealing with the Knight of Wands. This could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, someone very passionate energy. Someone fun to be around with, attractive. What's crossing it? Prince of Wands, maybe they're crossing themselves. Maybe they're non-committal. Maybe they're just not available. Maybe they're just a little short-tempered sometimes. Or you could be dealing actually with two different fire signs, you know? What crowns you or the goal is the Emperor. This could be an Aries. It doesn't have to be, though. It's more or less taking control of your situation and self, or just taking control and just in general. Or maybe you're having someone that is bit of a leader to you, or that you look up to. Sometimes it's a father figure, sometimes it's a boss, sometimes it's a husband, a boyfriend, or whatever. Foundation, you are regaining strength. If you had ill health, it's going to get better. You know, you're going to feel a little bit better. You're going to feel like you have a little bit more energy. You also could be regaining strength in your life and just in general. In the past, communications were off. The energy was off. It was like nothing was going anywhere in the past. It also could be, for some of you, you're waiting on communications that didn't go through. Or you weren't able to take a trip that you wanted to, for some of you. And you know I'm going to clarify these cards, and once I do, it's going to change the story up quite a bit, so stick with me. In the very near future, you feel like you don't have emotional contentment. You are regaining your energy. You're taking more control, but you feel like you didn't get your wish fulfillment in some way with the Nine of Cups in reverse, and we will clarify. Remember, you can change your path. It's up to you and where do you want to go. There is one section what's coming towards you that's beyond your control. Even though you can't, control outside issues, you can control how you react to it. Now, possible future outcome and advice from the universe. Got the Knight of Cups in reverse. This could be you, Maybe you feel like your emotions aren't in check. Maybe you feel like you're not getting the things you want in an emotional type sense, Maybe the love that you're wanting, it's not there. And the universe could say to you, it's maybe you're just not feeling 100% the love right now, and maybe you have to fix that. And we will clarify to see if it gives you any advice to fix the situation. What is coming towards you, outside environment, beyond your control, is the Prince of Disc. If you are dealing with somebody, also it could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Someone who doesn't feel real secure or sound in themselves right now. And maybe they're making themselves emotionally unavailable to you in a way. Because usually the Prince in the upright will give you messages or be someone younger that is stable, but it's in reverse. So someone's not feeling real secure and stable, and that could be a problem right now. Your hopes and fears, you're wanting a passionate new beginning. You're wanting something that's exciting, something to start that you will enjoy, That's a hope. And you can manifest that if you want to. It's all about energy. Put the energy into it, and you could actually get results a lot of times. In the end, you do get a success in something with the Six of Pentacles, something that's stable. Well, we'll find out what it all is. But right now, we got to go back to the beginning and find out what the Knight of Wands is about and the Prince of Wands, and find out maybe they're two different people. But I see someone with passionate energy. Someone not too young, but not old either. They're more like at the prime of their life. Very attractive, though. A little bit young at heart, but also a lot of times non-committal, you know, because they're just so all over the place, you know. So the Knight of Wands, Prince of Wands, as a subject at hand, why are you there? For Pisces, what's going on? The Chariot, something kind of went to a halt, came to a complete halt with the Chariot in reverse, or became chaotic. Now the Knight of Wands, Prince of Wands, the Chariot in reverse, why are you there? Queen of Discs, someone's not feeling real stable and secure in a situation. For some of you, again, you could be dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But like I said, anyone can take on these energies or court cards, but they're also a lot of energy of what you're feeling at the time. And someone is not feeling real secure and stable in a situation with something that was either chaotic or came to a complete halt. And it has to do with a possible fire sign or someone very passionate. Now, what is crowning you is the Emperor, and the Emperor is in the upright, so it's all about taking control for some of you. Others will be dealing, again, with a fire sign, possibly in Aries, but we shall see. The Emperor in the upright, why are you there? For Pisces, why are you there? That's what crowns them. Someone taking control, someone getting on top of things, and just basically ruling their life for once the way they want to rule it. Because that's about taking a lot of control. It's about valor. It's about energy, you know. So it could be that you're doing this or need to do this. It's what's crowning you or your goal, remember. So the Emperor in the upright, Seven of Wands in the upright. Why are you there? For Pisces, that's what crowns them or the goal. Why are you there in October? You're still dealing with a little bit of karmic situations from the past that you're trying to get rid of in some way or fix with the universe in reverse. So you're trying to deal with maybe past issues that should be had dealt with, that you need to deal with in some way. And that's maybe why you're taking control. Now, as a foundation, you are regaining strength. You're regaining your abilities to function again, to do what you need to do. For some of you, like I said, have been ill, you may be feeling a little bit better, you know. So the Nine of Wands in the upright, why are you there? For Pisces as a foundation. Princess of Swords, trying to regain strength with the Princess of Swords. This could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or gets messages that you have received that you didn't always like or you didn't like hearing, but you're standing strong. It's like you're able to withstand whatever comes at you right now in many ways. So the Nine of Wands in the upright, Princess of Swords in reverse, why you there? For Pisces. Oops, something's pop out. And desires and wants and needs are back. So you're regaining strength and desire, even though things didn't come in the way you expected it to, messages, because remember, we got the Chariot in reverse there, and maybe you're waiting on these messages, but you're regaining strength and you're getting a lot of your mojo back, you know. Now in the past, you didn't get messages, something came to a halt again, maybe you didn't travel, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, but I need another card to find out a little bit more. So the Eight of Wands in reverse, why are you there? For Pisces in the past, why are you there? Let me see what's going on. Princess of Discs, I got a lot of court cards here, really ridiculous when you get so many of these. But it's also, again, not feeling real stable and secure for some of you, not getting a message that is supposed to be practical, you know, something to make you feel better and feel safe. It also, for some of you, can be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Someone usually a lot younger, though, if it is a person. So, the Eight of Wands, Princess of Discs, both in reverse, in the past, why you there? It's like someone's not getting messages at all in the past. And they're under a heavy burden. Someone's under a heavy burden because of it, you know, with the Ten of Wands there. It's oppression. So in the very near future, and I mean the near future, like the first few days, I'm going to feel like you got wish fulfillment for some reason. Nine of Cups in reverse, why you there? For Pisces in the very near future. Yes, you're not getting wish fulfillment. You're wanting someone to put down their swords or boundaries so you can get that wish fulfillment, or life in general. You want to have things become unblocked for once from you, for you. Because you seem to be going through a lot of like walls, hitting a lot of walls, with stoppage and things not going forward or a little chaotic. But it looks like I said, you're taking control. So the Nine of Cups in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse while you're there. For Pisces. Gain. And you're trying to regain independence. That's what you're wanting. And also have more money in your life and gain in general. So your emotions aren't 100% right there in the first week at least. And we do see it here with the Knight of Cups in reverse. A possible future outcome and advice from the universe. Could be advice from the universe saying your emotions, you need to get them back in check, regain that health like you are. It looks like you are, and you're regaining some mojo, but, you're still going through the motions a little bit. So the Knight of Cups in reverse as a possible future outcome or advice from the universe while you're there. Why are you there? Prince of Disc. I was just thinking of that over here. Yeah, regain your emotions with the Prince of Disc, because the Prince of Disc is not feeling real secure of themselves right now. There's something going on in their lives that you may not be aware of with the Seven of Swords. Something is going on under the radar that you need to find out more about with the Seven of Swords. There's something going on that you just don't know. So it's the universe saying you need to recheck everything, and maybe you can find some closure, not necessarily closure, but find out what's going on, because it shows the Prince of Disc as the outside environment also beyond your control. So something is not stable and secure with somebody right now. Someone is not feeling like things are going their way, and they're trying to overcome failure themselves. Something is going on. So some of you may want to reach out to this person, but it looks like you are having trouble doing so. But just know that something is going on with them, that something under the radar that you don't know about. So, and they're trying to come out of failure themselves, but it's like they're having difficulty. So Prince of Disc, Seven of Disc, both in reverse, as the outside environment for Pisces while you're there. Prince of Cups. Trying to overcome failure possibly with you over a situation that became emotionally out of control in some way. So something needs to be fixed. Put to right again. Because someone's wanting to come out of failure, and I'm thinking it is with you. Now your hopes and fears. You got the Ace of Wands. You want a passionate new beginning with something. Ace of Wands, why you there for Pisces in the hopes and fears? What's going on? You do gain success at the end. Stating your truth with the Ace of Swords, a new truth. Putting it forward, passionate new beginnings, passionate energies all the way around. This is what you're wanting. So, Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords in the hopes and fears while you're there for Pisces. Could have to do with Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra is in reverse. Maybe you're wanting a passionate new beginning with them. Happiness, ships to come in. You're wanting all these things possibly come. I'm thinking it doesn't necessarily have to be an air sign or something. You want a passionate new beginning out of from something that was out of control before. You're wanting to restart. You're wanting to begin again. Just your energy in general. In the end, you got the Six of Pentacles. You do gain success. You do. You gain success in something. Even though this looks a mess, something came to a halt. You do gain success. You are going for more control, getting on top of things. You're regaining your mojo, like I said. But let's find out what's going on. Six of Pentacles in the very end. Why are you there for Pisces? Why are you there? You're gaining success, but you still feel worried. I don't know why you're worried, but you also... Or you regain success after not having enough. You gain more stability, more finances, security in general. So the Six of Pentacles in the upright, Five of Pentacles in the upright as the final outcome while you're there. With the Queen of Cups. Here you've regained success, okay, Pisces, but your emotions are still kind of a muck, even though you're regaining some of your mojo back. So the first couple of weeks, I can see you still not happy, you know, with the Nine of Cups in reverse. The only thing you could do about that is lift yourself out of that with that regaining the strength. It's just going to take a little bit. And you are regaining control, and you will get success in it, but you're still going to feel the emotions of worry, and your emotions all kind of all over the place from past energies. And that too will pass. That too will pass, I'm sure, because you do regain success. Let me get one more card. Six of Pentacles, you know, rock the boat here. Five of Pentacles. Oh, that's one's come out. Let's let it. Yeah, you're a little obsessed is all. You're a little obsessed. You got success, but you got that leftover energy that needs to be put away from you if you can. You know, do some meditations. Put it far from you, because you're obsessing over something, and you're regaining success, but in your head you're still worried about it, you know, not gaining success when you do. So one more card and I'm going to stop. Six of Pentacles in the upright, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Devil in the upright. Why are you there? For Cancer. I mean, not Cancer, I'm thinking of Cancer. Why are you there for Pisces? Okay, Six of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Devil in the upright. Why are you there for Pisces? What is going on? Yeah, art. The whole thing is to regain balance, and what you need to do. The art card is someone who works on regaining balance on their life and is saying to do so. You are going to regain success. It says, and also to regain success, get yourself in balance again, because the energy is there that allows you to do so. And if someone's trying to get into your life again, which it looks like they want to come out of failure, you need to ask what is going on, because the Seven of Swords is there where someone's doing something a little bit under the radar, something that you don't know about. And maybe that's what's got you worried, because you know this. But it's basically saying regain your strength, because you are. Go for the things that you want. You know, get your mojo back and take control. Don't worry about past karmic situations, okay? They'll take care of themselves. Incoming, or the last part of the energy here is the Princess of Wands in the upright. Passion comes back. Passionate messages, because a Princess of Wands to me is like a page, or messengers too. You saw her someone young at heart. It's coming back into your life, this thing, or this situation. Could be a person, it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just someone with a lot of passion, or you could be regaining passion back. Even with all this worry, it does state that you can regain your balance. You can regain temperance. You can regain the things that you want, but it's going to take some effort, and you not being worrying about it so much. Because I see a lot of worry cards here. It's mostly worry, and you're wanting a new beginning, and you will get that successfully. So stop worrying. Stop worrying. Success will come. Okay, Pisces? That is your reading, and I will let this go, and I will talk to you later.